Kenny Smith NBAE, Getty Images Add another former Queens point guard turned broadcaster into the Knicks coaching mix, though this one doesn't appear to have much of a shot. TNT's Kenny Smith, who interviewed for the Knicks general manager vacancy in 2008, reportedly will get an audience Friday with team president Steve Mills and general manager Scott Perry, according to ESPN. It appears to be a courtesy interview, unless Smith, who has no coaching experience, is interested in an assistant's position on the new coach's staff. Mark Jackson, another Queens product, and former Knicks point guard, and former Knicks coach Mike Woodson each interviewed for the head coaching post Wednesday in Los Angeles. There is one speculated scenario in which both Jackson and Woodson, who worked under Mills during the 2013-14 season, could be brought back into the organization, with Jackson as head coach and Woodson as a top assistant. According to a source, Knicks brass is aware of Jackson's run-ins with his assistant coaches while he was head coach at Golden State and hope, if he is hired, that he surrounds himself with a more cohesive staff. He's not going to make the same mistakes, one NBA source said. He'll have assistants he trusts. He wants another chance to coach again. David Fizdale, the former Grizzlies coach, is expected to interview in Los Angeles either Thursday or Friday. He reportedly was to meet Wednesday with the Suns, but they might hire Mike Budenholzer away from the Hawks, according to ESPN. A Budenholzer hiring could open another door for Fizdale, who worked in Atlanta from 2004 to 2008, coincidentally under Woodson. Fizdale, who was a college point guard at San Diego, has no New York ties. Jackson was a Queens high school legend as a point guard and was a street star. He was drafted by the Knicks in the first round in 1987 and played 2 stints with the team. Smith, too, was a point guard stud out of Queens, and he won 2 titles with the Rockets, beating the Knicks in 1994. During the All-Star break, Smith told the Post, he likes the Knicks' 2-point guard front. I think they feel Emmanuel Mudiay or Frank Ntilikina can move over and play together, he said. Who's going to be the starter? You got to fight for that. At times, because of the size of both of them physically, they can play together. If Mills and Perry feel the Knicks need a shot of New York City gravitas during these downtrodden times, Jackson would best fill the bill. The Knicks also plan next week to interview European coaching stud David Blatt, who guided the Cavaliers to the 2014-15 NBA Finals before being fired in the middle of the next season for allegedly losing LeBron James' backing. Blatt could be Mills' first choice. They played 4 years at Princeton together. Craig Robinson, the Knicks' influential player developmental director, played 3 years with Blatt at Princeton. The downside is Perry has never met Blatt. The Knicks led off the interviews with Jerry Stackhouse on Tuesday in New York. Sources have indicated he might be the #1 choice of the Magic. Despite Jackson's red flags at Golden State, which included a coolness toward analytics and the Warriors' front office, as well as incidents with assistants Brian Scalabrine and Darren Erman, Perry stated in a press conference the new hire could be someone who learned over time to be more open to things that they weren't open to in the past, and bring in assistants to help bolster areas he's not comfortable with. Woodson, the Knicks' most successful coach since Jeff Van Gundy, is beloved by owner James Dolan and could, at worst, be an associate coach for either Jackson or Fizdale. Woodson is top assistant for Doc Rivers, whose future with the Clippers is cloudy. Fizdale, who was fired in November, still has his assistants employed in Memphis, interim coach J.B. Bickerstaff, Adam Mazzarre, Keith Smart and Nick Van Exel. There is speculation the Grizzlies soon will clean